Hey guys, it's Prissy. Today I am checking my INR and I thought, you know what, it might be a good idea to film this in case there's someone out there that just got a machine and needs to know how to use it. So I'm gonna actually check my INR on camera. Unfortunately, after I had my daughter, I was diagnosed with multiple large blood clots and pulmonary embolisms. And I'm very thankful to be here. I'm lucky that I survived, many don't. But what comes with that is actually being on thinners. For me, it's at least a year. So you have to actually check your blood and make sure that your blood is not clotting too fast so that you'll get more blood clots, and that your blood is not clotting way too late so that you would have an internal bleed or bleed out. It's pretty critical that you check your INR. Now, we travel a lot, so I had to get my own personal one because I was having to stop and find hospitals in random places. We go all over the country, and I'll never forget, we were somewhere in Kansas and I couldn't find one and check my INR, and it was a terrible feeling. So they did give me the machine. If you're lucky enough to have a machine, good. They're not that difficult to use, but it does take a little bit of explanation for you to understand. So here, I'm just gonna run through it real quick. I've got the CoaguChek, and it's very nice. It comes with the machine. It comes with the actual pricker that you can adjust the depth that you would like for it to go. I personally don't use this because you have to fumble with the actual needles. I choose the Christmas trees, is what I call them, the disposable prickers that come with it as well. Just because I'm not touching a needle, there's not an open needle out. I have children. If I forgot to throw it away, it's no danger. I know that's silly and I never forget to throw it away, but I don't know, I'm just trying to be cautious. Also, you will have a box, and on this box, you can see this is the test strips. Inside of it, you will find your capsule with the test strips in it, and you're also going to find inside of there a chip right here that you insert into your machine. That's probably the hardest thing about this, and that's not hard at all, is just remembering to swap out the chip every time that you get a new box. So I'm actually done with this, so I'm taking this out. I don't have any more strips in here, so I ordered it. You do need to order it. Every time you only have 3 strips left, you need to order a new set. The new set looks kind of different. That's why I wanted to show you the box, just in case you get the other box, because look, they're not that different, but there is definitely a difference this time. And inside of this box, they have it sealed, so I'm always smart and go for the bottom. Why fight a seal, right? Inside there is the capsule with your test strips, and like I said, you're also gonna see in there a new chip. That's the hardest thing to remember, really, and that's not hard. Like I said, you got this. So you just insert the chip into your machine, boom, and that is what's gonna match up to the test strips. When it's time to do it, they will advise you to use some sort of alcohol pad to wipe your finger before you actually take your blood, just to prevent infection or whatever. But to me, I would rather not do that. I just go and wash my hands with really good soap, because doing this, you don't want to do anything that could potentially dilute your results, and the alcohol wipes could potentially dilute your results. At the same time, they do provide you with these little suckers, I don't know what you call them, that you can use to get the blood quickly off your finger and then put it onto the test strip. But again, I think that there is a delay between getting the blood in here and then squeezing the blood onto the test strip, and maybe my blood might clot between here and there, and I want a more true result. So I just prick my finger after I've washed it, no alcohol. I prick it, and then I just drip the blood onto the test strip. With this, they will tell you not to touch the strip, but you can let your blood drop touch your strip gently. The main thing is, do not let this machine move. It's calibrating. It needs to stay stationary. Do not have it on any kind of a fumbly surface, and also don't have it to where that when you're using it while it's checking, it could move, because that's definitely gonna hurt your results. So I just simply, after I wash my hands and I prick my finger, I just drip the blood directly onto the test strip. And like I said, you just touch it gently if you need to, because you do not want to move this machine. Have this machine on a very stable, firm, flat surface. It doesn't need to move. It can mess up your results. You don't want to waste test strips because they only give you 6. And You don't want to just be wasting it. It costs money if your insurance doesn't cover it. So let's check our INR. Here are the Christmas trees I was referring to. They're actually called safety lancets, so there's the name. They're not Christmas trees, but I'm still gonna call them that. So you need to have you one of those. If you prefer to use an alcohol wipe, go ahead and get your alcohol wipe and set it out. I'm skipping that step, I don't need it. You need to have a strip and definitely have some kind of napkin or paper towel, because if your blood is where it should be, you should bleed a little and you want to put pressure on it. So the range for me is between 2 and 3. The range for some people is between 2.5 and 3.5. It just depends on whatever your doctor says. Mine is between 2 and 3. And I do check weekly because I have had significant problems with my blood clotting and then had to do stomach shots. If you're doing stomach shots, I do actually plan to do a video on that as well, because those Lovenox injections can be kind of tricky, and I would be glad to help out with that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to get out a strip. Main thing you need to know about these strips is right here where the arrows are is where you will insert into the machine. The arrows tell you that this side goes up. Right here in that clear area in between the dots and in between the letters is where you're going to want to put your blood sample. Yeah, it's a small area, but usually you can nail it, especially if you have a good drip and you just lightly do that, not moving the machine a bit. You do not actually have to turn it on, but you can. When you insert your test strip, it's going to come on automatically. It's going to run through a series of things. Now it's letting me know that I just put in a new chip, and so it's reading differently. So now I hit memory, and then it's ready. Once it's ready, it's going to pop up with 170 seconds, and that's how long you have to get your sample onto your strip. So 179 seconds. That's when I twist my Christmas tree, hold it, let it just pop, milk it. Sorry if blood disgusts you, but this is a part of it. Lightly drop it on there, and we're done. Here's my napkin. And it's running the results right now. Main thing is, do not touch this machine right now. You want to make sure you get the most accurate result that you can. So don't let anything bump it. Don't let anything touch it. Don't move it a bit. And usually it's pretty quick about giving you results. 2.8. 2.8. So the next thing that I have to do is I have to call it into my doctor's office, and they will send you some sort of number on a card that you call, and you'll have your PIN number, your ID number, and that's what you use to enter your information. It gets to your doctor's office, and if you're in range, you're good. You don't have to do anything else. If you're out of range, expect a phone call. My doctor's office calls me anyway, either way, to make sure that I haven't changed my diet, added any prescriptions, or taken anything away, and that I haven't had any unusual bruising or bleeding. Your doctor's office hopefully will go through these things with you as well. Now, since I removed the strip, it starts blinking and it's not telling you what it is anymore. If you happen to forget, oh, okay, I forgot what my reading was, all you have to do is hit memory and it'll pop right back up. And you can do this. You can see my previous results. I mean, yeah, it's been a rough road, but hey, what you gonna do? So today mine's 2.8 though. Just so you know, this is how you use it. It's that simple. Like I said, the hardest thing about this is going to be remembering to change out that chip, because this is a very simple machine. I thank God for this machine. It saved me a lot of headache trying to get somewhere to get my blood drawn at a lab, and it's very accurate. You can take it with you to the lab and get your blood drawn, and at the same time check your machine, or right after, check your blood on this machine, and it will not be off in the least. It's correlated and it's awesome. So if you're on blood thinners, you need to be making sure that your INR is your top priority, because that's what's going to either keep you from getting another blood clot that could kill you, or keep you from having an internal bleed out, which could kill you. Also, you know, you need to be careful, guys, if you are on Coumadin, warfarin, blood thinners, that if you get cut with anything, you're gonna bleed a lot. It doesn't actually thin your blood as people think. Instead, what it does is stop the clotting factor. So it delays it from clotting as much. That way your blood doesn't make blood clots, hopefully. So what comes with that is you're gonna bleed more than other people. It's really important before you have any kind of dental work done, or if you're in a situation where you have to be rushed to the hospital, you let them know immediately that you are on blood thinner, because that's gonna affect you and your treatment. Surely y'all know that. If you would like for me to go into more detail about it, let me know and I'll make another video talking about my experience, because this is life-changing. This is definitely life-changing, but at the same time, I'm here because of blood thinners, anticoagulants. I am here because of anticoagulants, and I thank God for them. That is how you check your INR, people. Just like that. And then I always just keep it the same and just make sure everything's all together. You don't want to lose anything. So just put your machine back in there, take your test strips, slip them back in. This is my new one, and you're ready to go. Usually what I'll do is add another Christmas tree in here so that I've got it ready. Here's my card to call. I have to call it in. But that's it, guys. That's how you check it. CoaguChek. This is an awesome machine. If you have any other kind of machine, I highly recommend you get on this one. The other machines have had recalls and have had bad results. This one is accurate. My father had aortic valve replacement, and he has to check his blood on the regular as well. And this is the machine he uses. When your life is on the line, you want to make sure you're using a very good machine to get very accurate results. So if you are new to this, good luck. Please feel free to ask me anything. I'll be glad to help any way I can. This is something that I never thought that I would have to deal with, especially as a 32-year-old. And here I am. I'm very fortunate. We've had a lot of people that had smaller blood clots than me pass away this year. And I'm here with major ones throughout my body. And I'm going to make sure I stay healthy for my children. And this is one way I'm doing it. Hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Please hit thumbs up if you did enjoy this or if it was helpful for you. If I didn't do it thoroughly enough, let me know and I'll remake it. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you are on blood thinners. It's interesting. This is a tight-knit community. I think, it's really, really scary to be in this situation. So it's nice to be able to help each other. And also, subscribe if you haven't, please. We would love for you to be able to see our videos when we upload them. Anyway, I'm about to call this into my doctor's office. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.